Right, hey, good evening, ladies and gents. Welcome to Tuesday night here at Logistical Nightmare Racing. My name's Alan Patterson, and yep, volume's good, YouTube's live. Yeah, here we are. You are joining us tonight at the round 3 of the Team versus Team 2024 season. We started this off a couple of weeks back, 6-round affair. Round 1 from Imola, then you watched round 2 from Nürburgring last week, and round 3 we're at Spa tonight in the Ardennes Mountains here in Belgium. After this there will be 3 more rounds to come: Zandvoort, Snetterton and Kota, Circuit of the Americas. But we're here tonight, and it's a very early morning. I think it's 4:10. This is free practice. As you can see, the conditions, it's wet, and there's more rain about, which is typical for Spa at this time of the year. But what an awesome sight that is, looking at Eau Rouge, radiant with the rain reflection on the mountain. I'm going to attempt to bring you a second screen of the action, either the replays, which will be played in another screen, which will look like this, and you'll be able to see whatever happens there, or we'll watch 2 different dices happening on the track at the same time. I won't leave it there all the time, but let's see if I can manage this. Essentially running 2 sets of Assetto Corsas, and broadcasting this all to one stream, which is going out live to YouTube and Logistical Nightmare Racing. So good, enjoy it and check what's happening. Hannes, how's it? Yeah, good, looking forward to having you back as well. Couple of people watching. Feel free to please click the thumbs up, the like and the subscribe buttons there. It does help the league, and it helps the sport itself. So please like the channel and follow, subscribe if you want, and you'll be kept up to date on exactly what's going on. I'm not going to divulge too much right now, but what we can do is we can cover things like the driver and team standings. Let's have a look what's going on. Here we have team standings. This is after 2 rounds. As you can see, it's ZRC Zodiac Racing, the Falcons team, 608 points. Then it's LNR's Itchy and Scratchy in 2nd place with 590. LNR D's Nuts 535. LNR Cheese and Wine and LNR Slow and Steady is your top 5. But interestingly, the Zodiac boys are running away with it. The teams, I can give you that. Sorry, the drivers. So it's Vincent Nell for LNR's Itchy and Scratchy that's leading the drivers' standings. However, here is Mr. ZRC himself, Essie Esterhays. His Porsche in 2nd place with Paul Fenter for LNR Slow and Steady in 3rd place. Brian Barrington Smith, LNR's Arrive and Die in 4th. And Johan van der Merwe, ZRC Falcons, and probably Essie's teammate, in 5th place. So 2nd and 5th nets them first as far as the teams go. And it looks like the fastest LNR team is the Itchy and Scratchy team with Vincent Nell and Sean Skitter in 1st and 10th, netting them 2nd overall. LNR D's Nuts, Fleming Bauer and Henry Mayer in 3rd. And now there we go. Okay, so we got a good idea. Let's get you back online. So where are we? As I said, this is Spa, in the heart of the Ardennes Mountains in Belgium. And track layout. This is the default view. As you can see, the start-finish line, there are two start-finish lines, the one going down the hill towards Eau Rouge and Radiant, where all the cars are in the pits, and then the old start-finish line on the main straight here, before the La Source hairpin. Arguably, in my opinion, one of the best Grand Prix Formula 1 GT3 tracks on the planet, utilizing the surrounding hillsides, trees, the forests. I've been here live, luckily enough, for one race many years back, and you can sense the spirit that's here. There's just something amazing about this track and the location. Long track as well, it's almost 7 kilometers, I think, all the way around. But yeah, what a place. Let's see what the bob settings are. Yeah, you can see on the right hand side in the small numbers in yellow and white, this is what's been added or updated. The AMG Mercedes has 5 kilos removed. The McLarens had 24 kilos added. BMW 6 kilos added. The Mercedes, yeah, -5. Lambo, it's 1 kilogram heavier. Aston Martin 3 kilos lighter. The Porsche 4 kilos lighter. The Ferrari is got additional 14 kilos to it. So a couple of little changes to the bob, and hopefully we'll see they close up the field a little bit more. Right, 48 seconds give or take, and then we will be kicking it over into official qualifying. Sure, the YouTube's ticking over. It is. Yeah, Hannes, how nice is that that new Aston? It does, it looks amazing. And obviously the new liveries with the F1 car and the GT car. Yeah, looking good, man. We're going to just wait for these sessions to complete. Then we'll be going into official qualifying. Qualifying, I believe, is also a dark affair. And very interesting, though. You look at the track temperature, 30 Celsius, even though it's wet and raining. Race officials have worked very hard to make this as difficult as possible for drivers. Mr. Ryan buries himself in the wailing Porsche. Just got to focus on what I'm doing here because I'm looking at two different streams at the same time. Different cameras controlling each stream. I'll do my best not to get this all mixed up. I also have a live tap into what the stewards are doing this evening. And should any penalties be handed out, I apparently should be able to tell you what they were for. So I think that the session's going to kick over now. There we go. Awesome looking field of cars down there. Look at that. It's amazing. There we go. We got rain.
Green light. Give it all you can.
6 a.m. in the morning and a nice gentle drizzle going on here. But people are out. Aston Martin chasing the Porsche. So I think this is Michael Schultz, who's first man out. Let's just check if my double screen system is working. There we go. So the Porsche is Michael Schultz, and right behind him is the Aston Martin of Roland Steyn. And we'll be able to pick up replays and action replays and see what happens on that screen. All looking good. How are we doing in the land of YouTubes? Hello Ashley. Nice of you to join us, my man. It's over there. I have 4 24-inch screw, well, 2 24s and 1 49, and all of them are divided into 4 different screens that are all doing something. I've never been this busy in my life, but hopefully it all hangs together. Plus I've got load shedding, so hopefully my inverter and batteries will carry me for this hour. Document 2 out. Hello Mr. Luck. It's been a couple of months, Jason. How you doing, my friend? I trust you well, and all is going good your side. I did see your name go down on some of the other leagues qualifying time sheets the other day, but I'm not too sure if you actually registered and joined to race or not. Yeah, well, I'm sure we'll see you somewhere. Good of you to join us here tonight at Logistical Nightmare Racing. You join us in round 3 of the team versus team series from Spa. Some serious challenges. Wet, 31 degrees. The race time, I believe, is after this, so race time is 7 a.m. and the track temperature I saw in practice was 42 degrees Celsius. Going to be some serious challenges here for the drivers this evening. As we wait for times to go up on the board, no one's qualified or put in an official time yet. But I think Michael Schultz, who we're watching in the Porsche, is still in front. Oh, is he drift through? Is he going to hold on to it? Oh, I think that's off track. That's not going to count. So he's going to lose that advantage. Yeah, good man. All good, thanks. Pop this out, yeah. You learn when you're forced to do things. Stay there. Check. Sit over here. Still no one setting a time, and I don't think Mr. Schultz's time's going to count. No, it doesn't. Oh, there we go. Finally, we have our first time up, Mr. Paul the Wall Fenter. And he, in fact, no, now we're starting to jump around. M. Van Veen. Where is this man in my timing sheets? Marin van Veen. His name does not ring a bell, and I would hesitate to guess that he is a visitor from overseas, possibly. But yeah, good. Quick lap time in there. A 2:27.7. Half a second ahead of the man Muat Musa. Half a second back. Then it's Johan van der Merwe. Almost a whole second back. And then Paul the Wolf Venter 1.8 seconds back. So guys are taking their time to get times up. But it's all good. It's 4 minutes and counting. Thank you, Ashley. He is so Mr. Marin van Veen. Got to be from Holland, I'm sure. But welcome to him. And he's a new sign-up here at Logistical Nightmare Racing. There we go. I'm right, he's from Holland. I have a bunch, as does Jason Luck. We have a bunch of friends that live in Holland, in Amsterdam. But he's certainly... Oh, Essie in the Porsche starts flexing his biceps. And he puts the ZRC team up in pole by another half a second. Essie was the only driver on the practice serve I saw earlier this afternoon, or this evening, late afternoon. So he's been putting in some good time to get comfortable with the conditions, and it's paid off. Porsche's looking good. Mr. Niall Bullion, all the way from somewhere in Scotland, I think. He's got the Logistical Nightmare Racing Ferrari up into 4th place. Oh, there's another. Michael Schultz pops himself now finally up into 3rd place for Zodiac Racing in the Martini livery Porsche. So Essie's boys 1st and 3rd at the moment, with Van der Merwe in 6th, and not anymore. Van der Merwe, so 1st, 2nd and 4th is Zodiac Racing. Good inter-team and inter-community battle happening right here. Muat Musa now jumps himself up into 2nd place in the big BMW M4. 3/10, so there or thereabouts. Going to follow him around as he goes for a whiz round Spa. And we'll put it into normal mode, so we'll see if he's up on his delta or not. And you'll hear the rivers of water as he crosses them on the track. Currently 500's up on his delta. Loses control and abandons that lap. On board with Johan van der Merwe, here he is in the McLaren, and he is well up. He's a good, he's a 10th up on his delta. He was sliding it around. Essie still holding pole position. Just let me know if the audio is okay. I'm just turning the game audio down a little bit. Oh, big slide there for Van der Merwe. Catches it. And up the hill he comes now. He's 3/10 off on his delta. Let's see who, and he's abandoning that lap. Right, time's up, and I'll tell you, have a look at this timetable. Only half the field have qualified. Other guys haven't managed to get in a lap. Big slide off the track there for Niall, and he reverts back to pits. Michael Schultz, he's also going to abandon that lap. Ryan Barrington-Smith, he is on a lap. Oh, and he goes out too far. That's going to be a track cut, I'm sure. So that's not going to help him. He comes through the last chicane onto the start-finish straight. Currently in 8th. Let's just see what happens over the line. And that lap didn't count, unfortunately. Bierkus, Jean-Ray Bierkus, and he's abandoned his lap. That's it. That's the field as we see it. Esterhazy from Musa, front row. Van der Merwe, Van Veen, Schultz, Bullion, Skitter, Barrington-Smith, Benton, Robson. Round out your top 10. This is a 50-something minute race. So 55 minutes, I think. We'll get the cars on the grid now and do a quick catch up. Stunning looking field of cars, amazing liveries. So we just wait for the session to tick over into official race. 2 rows of raindrops with the track listed as wet and the temperature 31 degrees Celsius. The top 5 are within half a second of each other. Then a big jump back to Niall Bullion and the rest of the field from 6th downwards. And 9th down. Oh, there we go. Right.
Right, we have some wet conditions. Watch out for curbs and exit and remember to brake early.
Let's get this screen sorted. There we go. .30 degrees Celsius, track is flooded and the rain is pelting down. Ooh, this is going to be a serious bit of concentration here. Yeah, Ashley, scared of T1 chaos, no question. I will be doing some MacGyvering. Where are these? Are they on the... They are. So, well, T1's T1's are Rouge and Radian. This is not going to be fun going up there in this condition, but someone's got to do it. So let's see what our drivers here from ZRC and Logistical Nightmare can do. Going to put the other screen on. We'll choose Paul Fenter because he's middle of the screen. And the live stream, I'm going to put it on Mirjam van Veen in 4th place, Helicam view. So we're in the 4th place car there, the Mercedes-Benz on the right-hand side. And on the other screen, this one, we'll be watching Paul Fenter's Aston Martin. So this is... Paul Fenton 9th, 10th, that area on the little screen and the big screen. We'll be watching from 4th place as they come through Eau Rouge. I'm not going to miss a thing here, peeps. Right, getting ready. Here they go, coming down the hill. Everyone getting into position and waiting for the red light. Green light, green light, green light, it's go, go, go. Oh, there's already drama at the back of the field. Oh, they're side by side through Eau Rouge, but Oh, and they on the grass and spinning in the top left screen and at the top right. Oh, and there's a spinner and another spinner just past Radiant. It's all going Pete Tong there, but there has been some spins. Oh dear. Okay, big screen, the main screen. We're going to follow the leader. I'm going to try and do a replay there. It looked like it was Ryan Barrington Smith in trouble. We'll watch the replay. Oh, it's happened already. He's got caught up and they're across the track and everyone just piles into each other just past Radiant. Doesn't look too bad, but anyway, the drama's happened. Okay, let's get back to racing. Muat Musa in the M4, tiptoeing his way around with Mirjan van Veen in second place. There he is in the big Mercedes, doing very well. And right behind him, it's Michael Schultz in the Zodiac Racing Porsche. That's your top three. Essie Esterhazy managing to miss all the drama, and he is also just feeling his way around the first lap, doing well. Sean Skitter, oh, and the McLaren's gone round there. This is Sean Skitter. Let's look at this happen. Oh dear, as he came out of the little flick-flack right down at the bottom of the track, and he's nosed it into the barriers. So he's going to lose a couple of positions. We'll go back up to the leader, Muat Musa, sliding the M4. And they're actually gearing down. Oh no, and the Mercedes of Mirjan's gone. Catch up, cameraman. There he is. Let's go back 30 seconds. Mercedes didn't get round there at all nicely. Oh, and the Zodiac Porsche right behind him also, all left and right. And we should see the Mercedes just, there it is. A little bit of a tank slap and he's off on the grass. And he's into the barriers. Oh, that's going to have hurt a little bit. It is bad luck. And into the pits he comes. Henry Mayer's in the pits. Fleming Bauer's in the pits. Ziva Nedelkovic is in the pits. Also a newcomer. Ruan Saliers. The pits are full. But back to our leader. And Michael Schultz is chasing Muat Musa as they go up over Radiant, and they're on their way here. Yo, big rocky start for everybody there on lap 1, as expected. Essie Esterhazy is 5 seconds back in his car going up the Kemmel Straight. Ooh. Is that Mike Leroux? Oh, it was. Mike Leroux almost lost control of that Aston Martin. People, you got to understand how wet it is. I'm going to go on board with Essie Esterhazy. You watch the handle, the hands and the control on the steering wheel here. Get a good idea of what's going on. And I can tell you there's 8-9 cars in the pits right now. I don't know if they're in here permanently, but they've been in here a long time. Here you can see a bunch of them. Some of the guys are coming out the pits now. Mirjan van Veen, who had a huge coming together in his Mercedes, he's just rolled out the pits. But still a lot of cars, there they are. There was a lot of damage on that first lap. These guys are almost a lap down here. Heavy going. Heavy going. Right. Back to Michael Schultz, who is applying the pressure. Never mind applying. We're going to go watch a replay here. Michael Schultz just going to quietly drive right past the BMW of Muat Musa as they're going up the hill. Watch this. The Muat runs wide, or Michael just has a better handling Porsche. Muat is wide, look at that, and he slides, he catches it, but he's off the track and the Porsche sails through. That's a change for the lead. Can't really say Muat did anything wrong there, it's just the conditions really. Mr. Vermeulen, sorry buddy, you are missing out for sure. First lap, oh my word. More like submarines than GT3 cars. 31 degrees Celsius and the rain is still there. Track is listed as wet now, not flooded, so it seems to be easing off a little bit. I'm going to take it down to 9th place. Barrington Smith, as he goes through Radian, right behind Bierkus, and there's a slow car just ahead of them. Oh, there was 3 abreast. And Barrington Smith almost losing, and he is losing the Porsche. He's had to lift because it's so wet on the inside of the track. Oh, he got lucky to get away with that. Jandre Bierkus in the big Lamborghini trying to hang on to his 7th place. Mr. Ryan Barrington Smith on the move and Sean Skitter right behind him. And there we have and there's the pass happening as we speak. The Porsche going around the Lamborghini of Jandre Bierkus. I'm going back to the helicam view. Gee, it's all happening here. Lambo has to back out and take a racing line. He can't go around here from there. Puon is the most difficult corner with a double apex. And Ryan Barrington Smith out onto the curbing. Got to keep it off the painted stuff with how slippery it is. Hello, Alwyn, shouting for Skitty. Right, Ruan Celier's 15-second penalty and a drive-through for Nederkovic, which will have been, I think, possibly track limits. Go and see if I can see what's happening in this. Oh, indeed. All right, so here's some feedback for you. Car number 28. That is Matthew Carter. This man, he has got a drive-through. It's been issued by Race Control. He has driven into a car on the straight. This is second warning, gets a drive-through. The next time he does this, apparently he will be getting a disqualification. Car number 10. Ruan Celier's, his penalty. It is 15 seconds. Yellow flags displayed. He doesn't slow down. That was the incident up at Radian, and he piled into that incident and gets a penalty handed to him for not slowing down due to the yellow flags. So nice consistency from the stewards this evening. Right, let's get back up to 11th place, and it's Mr. Dave Young, who is just behind the wall, Mr. Paul Fenter. And Dave Young is trying to bring the fight up to Paul Fenter. New LNR liveries. Cars look amazing. I think there's still a bunch of people that are not coming out the pits. 4 cars down there in the pits, so I can't tell you whether they're coming or not, but it is bad luck. Down to 17th place, and here's Mr. Mayer, Henry Mayer. He has completed a stop. The stop was for tires only. I understand from what I remember in driver's briefing, you had to run with a full tank. No refueling allowed for this race, so pit stop is just for a tire change. So Henry Mayer 46 seconds back from guys ahead of him, but all has done his racing pit stop. Gonna go back up to 5th place. Wilfred Robson in the Ferrari, right behind Lee Bullion, and right behind him is Mike LaRue. So there's a big dust here for 4th, 5th, and 6th, and 7th, in fact, because Barrington Smith's also arriving at this party. While that's happening, I'm going to leave this in place. The little window, this is Muad Musa chasing Michael Schultz. This is 1st and 2nd place on the small screen. Oh, look at them tiptoeing over Radian. This is Mike Laree on the left, Mike on the inside. Oh, and Lee decides the better of it and pulls out of that. Mike takes the position. And there's Barrington Smith in the Porsche, right behind Lee as well, I think. Is that Lee or is it Wilfred? Oh, it's Wilfred, sorry. That's Robson in the Ferrari. Lee's a little bit up the road. And there we see Dupree and Young into the pits. So they're getting a tire change done and dusted and out the way. Ninth place, Sean Skitty. And pursuing Paul Fenter and running wide and gets a big tank slapper. Rid of the small screen for now, and Skitty is going farming. In fact, he drove out of Belgium into Germany to get round Buon, and he's now back on track. Oh, he's seriously struggling. Helmet view. Sean Skitter trying to handle the McLaren. Excuse me. Just watch how loose this car is as he tries to negotiate his way around. I doubt these are hybrid setups or even wet setups. It looks more like they are the dry setups with wet tires on them. But the guys are seriously struggling in these conditions. Look through here. He's off. No, he's just hoping that... and there's the river. He just manages to negotiate across that huge puddle across the track into the last chicane, the bus stop. And you can see just up ahead of him there, that's the mist coming off the Aston Martin of Paul Fenter. Going forward to Mike LaRue. Mike LaRue chasing Lee Bullion. Down they come to a Rouge. Right behind them is Barrington Smith. This is for 4th, 5th and 6th. And they, oh my word, they tiptoe through there nicely over the top of Radian. Lee Bullion going to have to run defensive with the Ferrari. The Aston's going to hit that river on the inside if he's not careful. Oh, and he's going for it. Mike LaRue sends it up the inside and Lee gives him the room and Mike takes the position. Jeez, some good racing going on here this evening. Looking at my other screen, but everything's under control. So right now Barrington Smith having taken the position. So Oh, Lee's just going backwards on this lap right now. th place in the little window. This is Johan van der Merwe, and he is attacking Andre Dupré as they go through Eau Rouge and Radiant. And now to add difficulty is a car coming out the pits. These are the conditions from inside that car. Johan van der Merwe's got a break. It's the Lamborghini up ahead. Oh, he's on the paint. Oh, he's going to... Oh, it's the Lamborghini that he's arrived behind of Jean-Ray Bierkes. And he wants to get by quickly. Oh, there's a slow BMW up ahead here. I think this is Silifant, and he runs deep. So the McLaren rolls through, and right behind him is Dupré. He's hanging on in the Aston Martin, and then behind them is Rohan Cilliers in the Lambo. Oh no, sorry, it's Jean-Ray Bierkes. He's trying to keep in control here and hang on to everything. Hello, Dylan. Yeah, all good, man. I would have sent you an invite, but I'm doing an experimental double stream this evening with 2 machines and 2 screens like this. So I'm a little busy as we're watching Barrington Smith in the little screen go over Radiant, and he's chasing Mike LaRue. That is 3rd and 4th up in the top left of your screen. Mike LaRue in the McLaren. I mean in the Aston, sorry. And then Barrington Smith chasing him down in the Porsche. On your main screen, we're looking at Andre Dupré and Johan van der Merwe. This dice is thick here. Oh, Mr. Schultz is disconnected because of the weather in real life. Right, so what are you saying? You've got a very bad storm somewhere? That is bad luck, man. Weren't you in first or second? No, you were in second there for a section. Bad luck, Michael. That is really tough luck. Oh, Andre, the Aston Martin, struggling over Radiant. This is currently the closest dice on track. A lot of cars still in the pits, and look like they have retired, if you ask me. Weather is still listed as wet and still full on rain up for the next 10 minutes. Yeah, Michael Schultz was in second place there, so SESA inherits that 22 seconds back. He has pulled away from Mike LaRue by the best part of 10 seconds. But however, let's go to Ryan Barrington Smith, who is now attacking the back of Mike LaRue. We're going to watch them go down through Radiant and Eau Rouge. Or Eau Rouge and Radiant. Big lift for the Ferrari. Ugh, the Porsche. Oh, is it that bad? Hectic weather up there. Okay, well then I can understand why a lot of people might be disconnecting. Especially if there's a lot of thunder and lightning. You guys want to look after possible equipment and not get any hits to your households. So I can totally understand. Barrington Smith pushing hard to hang on to the back of Mike LaRue. This is Porsche versus Aston in atrocious conditions here in the Ardennes Mountains in Belgium. Going back a little bit, here we have Dave Young And Dave Young is he's harassing a much quicker Henry Mayer for for 8th and 9th place. This gap now 1.5 seconds, although I think Henry just went past Dave Young, so that's how the delta was close. But pushing on hard, and yeah, we see Barrington Smith now closing in on Mike LaRue at the bottom end of the track. They're going to now start heading up the hill. And I mean, look how slow they have to take these corners so the cars don't lose grip. Yeah. Do I remember the Joburg thunder and lightning showers and storms? Hectic days. I do miss that, but like going to Kyalami in the afternoon thunder shower coming down in the afternoon as Berries runs right off the track, hangs onto it and pulls it back in for the bus stop. He's going to try and close in now on Mike LaRue. Yeah, this is the closest race on track at the moment. I will keep you updated as we watch the deltas and the timing screens. All in the pits from 14th. And he is now 2 laps down. Is Paul retired? I can hear this car. This car is running, but he's not coming out the pits. So not too sure what's going on here, but that's let's put paid to Paul's challenge for this evening. Wilfred Robson peels into the pits. He is now idling along at the required 50-kilometer speed limit. So first to 7th make it 6th place. They'd have to still pit with just on half an hour left. Go back up and just see how Moët Musa's doing. Tiptoeing his way around in the big BMW. Doing a great job considering the conditions, and he is well and truly up the road. Essie Estes in 2nd place for Zodiac Racing. Front of Essie's Porsche looking a little bit worse for wear, so I'd hesitate to guess he's let go somewhere and that Porsche has gone into a barrier, but we didn't see that. So radio down from our pit wall guard to ask Essie to do it again so we can see it. Lol. Ooh. Mike LaRue in 3rd place and Berries in 4th with the unfortunate retirement there of Michael Schultz. Was easily in the top 5 and challenging for lead. These guys are going to have to pit sometime, and seeing that it's a 55-minute, this would put them almost halfway through the race. So now's as good a chance as ever. Lee Bullion ahead of his kid Niall Bullion. He's the dad, here he is, tiptoeing, but showing he's got one up on the youngster. And Niall quite a ways back. Let's go back up to these guys, see who's coming into the pits, if anybody. And Essie's gone through, Moët Musa's going through. Mike LaRue arrives at the bus stop with Barrington right behind him. And they both go through, so Moët Musa, your leader in the small screen at the moment, coming up to some traffic. He'll have to negotiate his way around some back markers. Look at Barrington Smith, however, on your main screen as he closes right in on Mike LaRue. I mean, this is as close as he's been in the Porsche. Aston showing some good horsepower, and they get to the end of Kemmel Straight. Stays ahead. Oh, big slide there. Got to tiptoe his way through the left, right, left. And Brian Barrington Smith wants to make a move. He's trying to work out what he can do. He's trying to position the Porsche on the inside. That's forcing Mike to close the door unnecessarily and to change his racing line completely. I think we're going to see some action as we see Moat Musa now arriving at the other slow markers and goes by that BMW. Thanks everyone for watching on the YouTube channel. Don't forget to click on like and subscribe, please. This community dearly needs your support. Yeah, looks like Mr. Paul the Wolf Enter has indeed retired his car. Unfortunate. Dropping all the way back down here to 17th place. This is Mr. Anthony Wilson, the Logistical Nightmare Aston Martin, and he has had a bit of a nightmare first opening session. He is 2 laps back. Was involved in the coming together on lap 1, I believe, and then obviously had to pit to do an extensive bit of damage. Repair work out on the track, and he will recover as best as he can from here. Roland Steyn in the Aston Martin, and he is yet to pit. He's in 16th place. There's Jude Neville, also for LNR in the Mercedes AMG GT3. He thunders over the start-finish line to complete lap 8 and begin lap 9. He's also a lap and a half back, and I think was also involved in the lap 1 melee. Mike has dropped Barrington Smith hugely. We missed something there, but Ryan has fallen off completely. Possibly had a moment somewhere. I'm not going to go backwards with him yet. I'll do it on small screen. Oh, there it is. He outbraked himself into the bus stop. We just saw the ending of it. Managed to catch it all up, and he is back on and going. So that's what happened to Ryan Barrington Smith. Right, let's catch up with 27 minutes to go. It's Moat Musa, your leader currently, and he has no pressure from behind and has yet to still pit, and that is a required tire change, not a refuel. Second place is Essie Esterhazy from Zodiac Racing, and Essie is about 24-25 seconds back on track, but in second place and cementing the current points position, because ZRC are currently leading team points. Yeah, 22.5 seconds. There we go. Third place, it's Mr. Mike LaRue for Venom Works Racing Vipers. And Mike LaRue 12 seconds back behind Essie, with Ryan Barrington Smith for LNR, the Arrive and Die team in the Porsche. And he's still hanging on to the back of Mike LaRue, with Niall Bullion in the Ferrari from LNR, rounding out your top 5. They are all on lap 10. Sixth place, Henry Mayer, the very, very fast Henry Mayer, who has, looks like he's come back to race with LNR. He did have a little stint in... Get that other team now. Here's Fleming Bauer in 7th, and I see Mike LaRouge just pulled into the pits. So Mike comes into the pits, letting Barrington Smith go through. Behind Lee in 9th place, here we have Dave Young doing a superb job in the top 10. And oh yeah, it was Genesis, that's it. So Henry Mayer, who was racing for Team Genesis, see he's back here, so I don't know what's happened there, but anyway, good to have him back, and he is going just as good as usual. 10th place, it's Johan van der Merwe, and he is still having a race with Andries Dupré. However, Andries is 12 seconds back from van der Merwe. John Rebecca's in the Lambo, the Soul Lambo. And that car looking very second hand all the way around it. Brandon Holzhausen in 13th for LNR. The Porsche. Jude Neville in the Mercedes down in 14th place. And Wilfred Robson in the pits in 15th. And completing a pit stop, I think. Roland Stein, 16th place, yet to pit. Anthony Wilson in 17th. Sean Skitter, he is out and rolling still all the way down in 18th. He is 8, 9, 10. He's 3 laps down. Possibly had a disconnect, maybe? Not sure. Or he's just had a terribly handling car and spent 3 laps worth of repairs in the pits. Vincent Silifant in the other BMW down in 19th place, and Paul Fenter is out the pits and running also 8, 9, 10, 4 laps off the leader. So bad luck there for Paul. Not sure, maybe a hardware issue, but at least he came back out the pits and he's going again. Right, Mike LaRue. All right, SAS Days into the pits from second place. There's the pit limiter. And now we're going to see where he is. Barrington Smith going through, and he'll go into second place. Niall Bouillon, he's coming up the hill. So we'll see if Niall comes into the pits. He also has to pit, but the next leading man with all the pit stop done is Mike LaRue, and he's still going down the hill. It's my app. Here it is. Right, S in the pits. Mike coming up the hill. Al Bouillon going through over the start-finish line, so he will definitely go past Essie. That's not a problem, because what we want to watch is Henry Mayer. Henry Mayer is the lead ahead of Mike LaRue. So Henry Mayer has pitted and is back out on track. Essie static off the jacks and he's rolling. Essie's going to come out ahead of Henry Mayer. He's out the pits. Pit limiter's off. Just got to negotiate up the hill. And there's Henry Mayer going through Eau Rouge and now up to the top to Radian. And up ahead he will then see the Porsche of SAS Dahesa. Net 4th place and pit stop completed. So last 21 minutes to go. Musa, Barrington Smith and Bouillon still to pit. With Stein in 16th and Sean Skitter in 18th still to pit. Thanks to everybody watching on the YouTube. It's good to have you, and hope you're enjoying this coverage. Super wet, super tricky conditions. A lot of people have struggled, as you saw, but it's not over. Still got a race here. First, second and third. Muath Musa, he comes over Radian. There he is. Ryan Barrington Smith gets to the bus stop, and Niall at the bottom of the hill and now heading all the way back up. So that's your gap for first, second and third. Looks like about 25 to 30 seconds between first, second and third. Barrington Smith at the hairpin. Right, Niall coming up to the bus stop. Is he going to bring the Ferrari in for a pit stop? And if he does, is he going to do a damage repair or is he just going to do tires? He's not going to pit. He's leaving it till the last moment. Let's go to 14th place. Jude Neville. And he is arriving right behind Mr. Brandon Holzhausen, who is up ahead of him in the Porsche. And the LNR boys are going hammer and tongs at each other. This is for position, as you see them. Mercedes thundering along behind the flat 6 Porsche. Oh, into the braking zone, and he's going for it. The Porsche lets him go. I'd have to say, Brandon Holzhausen, there's a bit of radio comms going on there, because he didn't defend that at all. Just let him sail right through. So position change for 13th place. Jude Neville takes the position. Down to 17th. What is going on here? Anthony Wilson. No, sorry. It was Roland Steyn, who's just gone past. So, alright. False alarm there. Back to Johan van der Merwe, however. Johan van der Merwe, right behind Lee Bouillon. They head down to Arouge and Radian. He takes a nice line through there in the Ferrari, as does the McLaren of Johan van der Merwe. And he brings it way left to miss the water. He goes right through the middle of the river and then moves across to the racing line. And the McLaren's right there, but he can't do anything about it. However, Lee's mirrors are full of McLaren 720. Right, into the double left-hander of Pouon. Darren gets a little bit of a four-wheel drift going on, but Hunt keeps it all tied together. Lee, however, runs out wide there. Possibly had to lift, but he's okay. And he is now letting the McLaren slide up the inside, and he's letting go. Doesn't need that pressure, and he knows Van der Merwe is quicker than him. Van der Merwe slides into 8th place. Quickest man on the track at the moment, it's Henry Meyer. And he is driving like a man possessed right now. Closing in on Essie Esterhazy. That gap is 2 seconds. I'll give you the best, quickest lap times. Essie Esterhazy doing a 232.3. Henry Meyer 231.9. Quickest lap, Moat Musa 232.0. Barrington Smith 233.6, Niall Bullion 234.1, Essie 232.3, and Henry Meyer with a 231.6. He's only driving the 31s at the moment, and he is closing in on Essie with just on 15 minutes and some change go in this round 3, the team versus team series. Halfway through the series at the end of this race, 3 more to go. That being Zandvoort, Donington, I think one of the British tracks, and then also Circuit of Americas. Musa, Barrington, Smith and Bullion still to pit with 15 minutes. But this is the dice now for 4th place, Esterhazy, and he is going to seriously struggle to hold back the very rapid Henry Meyer. Fleming Bauer, on the other hand, in 7th place, closing in on the back of Mike LaRue now. So, as the rain subsides a little bit, the dices are closing in. I will put this one on the little screen. We'll watch the other one. Henry Meyer, there he is, closing in on the McLaren, on the Porsche, sorry, of Essie. Fleming Bauer doing everything in his control to close in on Michael LaRue's Aston Martin. Zandvoort Snetterton, not Donington, sorry. Snetterton is round 5. And then Circuit of the Americas, rounding out the last of the 6 races. Oh, what Musa just set a quickest lap. A 2:31.5, that's a 100th quicker than Henry Mayer's 2:31.6. Fleming on the small screen, all over the back of the Aston Martin. Going back to Henry. 2 races happening in one here. Henry Mayer flat sticks through Eau Rouge and Radiant, chasing the Porsche. Now Fleming Bauer following the Aston as they go down to Eau Rouge. They're all good and clear through there. Now currently in the car with Henry Mayer, trying to close in on the back of SES Taesa, who he in turn is probably watching the mirrors. Henry Mayer's quick, and Essie's doing a superb job here. Not to say Essie's not quick, but he's doing a great job in defending and holding back the McLaren. Thankful to have a helicopter up in the air even in these atrocious conditions, managing to bring us all the footage and some more. Yeah, Ashley giving me heads up from the pit wall. We also have pit wall running if any of you are keen to go and watch live timings. And Muad Musa now at 2:31.490. So as the car gets lighter, he's getting more comfortable in the BMW. Here comes the McLaren. As he positions the Porsche right where he has to be and runs a little deep into the chicane, and that's allowed Henry to almost get alongside the Porsche. Is he going to have to run defensive as they come up to the hairpin? The Source, what a corner. And the McLaren follows suit, and he's going to try and get an early apex and then drive out of there. Down the hill they come. We have 11 minutes and 40 seconds to go. And Niall Bullion comes into the pits from 3rd. Jude Neville now does the quickest lap time, a 2:31.2. So Jude Neville pushing also now in the Mercedes. He is chasing Jean-Ray Bierkes. This is for 12th and 13th. Now, static in the pits as the cars go by. It's now down to 6th. Michael Leroux's gone past. Fleming has gone past. Johan van der Merwe goes over Radiant. Lee, here comes Lee. Here comes Dad. Where's Niall? Oh, Lee's gone by. Niall's still coming up the hill, and even there goes Dave Young. So Niall dropping a good couple of positions, but more importantly, bragging rights, Lee's ahead of his son. There'll be some drinks owed there in that household tonight. Scotty comes into the pits from 17th at last. Gonna go ahead and look at Musa. Musa tearing up the Kemmel Straight, so he hasn't pitted. And Barrington Smith, he's following. He just had a glimpse of Sean Skitter going along the pit apron. Fleming Bauer, let's catch up. Oh, he's past him. Let's go and do a replay. Oh, it's going to be down the hill. It's going to be into Puhon. It looks like Michael Leroux's going to get a little bit of a tank slapper here and run wide. Before he gets on the paint, he's on the AstroTurf. He has to lift, and that lets the McLaren go right up the inside. There we saw the pass. Fleming Bauer, nice and clean on Michael Leroux, who had to lift. He was way too far off track. And Fleming Bauer goes up into 5th place. Jude Neville, he's taken that Lambo. We're going to go back and watch this one. Oh, it's already happened as they came through Eau Rouge and Radian. So, maybe into the bus stop. But we missed that, unfortunately. Right, going forward. Yeah, we see Muat Musa. His last lap at 2:30.6. Hey, boys are going quick now. Still watching replay. There we go. Paul Fenton now does the quickest lap, down in 17th place. So boys are all having a whole lot of fun. Paul Fenton's quickest at 2:30.5. Now Musa at 2:30.1. So the racing line is developing with 8 minutes to go. You can clearly see the racing line. And that looks like Nile that Muat Musa is coming up to. Could be. Or Dave. Not Dave, no. Not Wilfred, so it must be Nile. It is Nile. So Muat Musa coming up to lap Nile in 10th place. He lets him go by nice and cleanly. Thanks for all the updates happening on the timing screens as well, Ashley. Appreciate it, my man. 7.5 minutes to go. Musa, 18 laps. Barrington Smith, 18 laps. Here's Henry Mayer at the bottom of the hill and starting to climb up the hill. And he's in 3rd place on 17. Essie right there with the BMW of Silly Fun just keeping out the way. And Essie still pushing. In these conditions, it's never over until you see the checkered flag. Fact. So these guys can't they can't let their guard up. They can't take a breather. They have to keep their focus up all the way around this very challenging track. And superb racing that we've seen considering the conditions. Guys have been doing amazing work. Right, back to Muat Musa coming up the hill. 6.5 minutes. He has to pit. Is he going to pit now? Let's also keep in mind he might have a problem going into the pits with the pit lane limiter perhaps, and get himself a stop go 30 or maybe even an off track. We don't know what the conditions are inside that car. Here he comes to the bus stop. Is he in? He's not. But Musa decides to carry on for another lap. Ryan Barrington Smith at least 25 seconds back. I'll wait for the gap to show. Wow, he's far back. It's almost 30 something seconds. He starts coming up the hill. Let's see if he peels into the pits. Fourteenth place, Brandon Holzhausen, right on the back of Jean-Ray Bierke's Lambo. So that's also happening. Just going to see if Barrington comes into the pits. He does. So this is it. It's time. Barrington's got to get this done. Henry Mayer. I would say Henry Mayer is going to pass him. And ECS. I think Barrington Smith's going to drop 2 positions here. Going to put him on the other screen, and we'll watch this. We'll watch this happen. So a little window. Barrington Smith rolling still up the pit lane. He's still got to turn the the hairpin and head down towards the pit boxes. And Henry May is on his way up to the bus stop. Right, Barrington Smith rounds the hairpin. Mayer almost at the bus stop. SES is not too far behind, also at the bus stop. So you see Barrington Smith now peel off, trying to find his box. Henry Mayer's at the hairpin. Ryan Barrington stops. Car's got to get jacked up and tires changed. Tires are not changed. It's just an up and go. So it wasn't a have to change tires. Just had to put the car on the jacks and off. He's rolling, but there you can see Henry Mayer and SES has go through. So Barrington Smith will drop down to 5th place. Let's see where Fleming is. Yes, here's Fleming coming through Radian and Eau Rouge. So he will be closing in on the back of Barrington Smith. There, we just heard the Porsche go by. So, close, close, close. We are now waiting for Mr. Musa as he comes in, and there he is. Henry Mayer, where is he? Oh, he's still heading down towards Pujon. So I'd hesitate to guess that Musa has done enough to stay in the lead. Henry Mayer now coming through Pujon. Moort Musa going around the hairpin in the pit lane. He's still got to roll down to his box, jack it up, take it off the jacks and roll. Right. Henry right at the bottom of the track. From here to the pit lane is 30 seconds, give or take. So it's 2.5 minutes to go. And it's going to be close. But I think Musa will have this in the bag. Henry's now pushing for all he's worth. Essie going as well. We'll watch further back and see. Right, Musa, the BMW jacks up. It drops off the jacks. It's rolling. The McLaren coming to the bus stop. Musa out the pits, going through Eau Rouge. And some traffic going past Muad Musa. Oh, and the McLaren of Henry Mayer almost outbrakes himself into the bus stop. He almost turned that car around. You can see how hard he's trying to make up the time. He goes over the start-finish line, and Muad Musa is halfway up Kemmel. He retains his first place. Oh, it was all happening right there for Henry. So, 1.5 minutes to go. Musa will go all the way around and then have one more lap, I would say. Henry Mayer in net second. Essie Esther has a net third and getting good points for the ZRC boys. Barrington Smith fourth and Fleming Bauer rounds out your top 5. Mike LaRue here in 6th place. And Johan van der Merwe fallen off the back of that challenge. So I think that's it for us as far as position changes go. 1 minute from here, I think Musa will get over the start. Yes, he will. Bessie lifts. That looks like Jude Neville just ahead of him. Indeed. Oh. Musa getting a bit of a tank slapper. Anybody getting a drive-through now is going to be kicking themselves on their shins repeatedly with 30 seconds to go. I think Musa's going to be lifting here. I don't think he wants to. Maybe not. I don't know. 20 seconds from here, he should make it over the line for one more lap. Eight seconds, 7, 6.
The leader has finished the race.
There we go. Game, set and match. Musa takes the win. Henry Mayer coming up the hill, and he will take second place. Great race, actually, considering where Henry was. He had huge dramas and was way down the grid, but his speed and pace has just pushed him right through the grid. He comes over the through the bus stop for the final time, and that's a good second place for Henry Mayer. Third place, it's SES. Great finish there. Ryan Barrington-Smith through the bus stop for the last time, and he'll take fourth place for LNR. Fleming Bauer has your quickest lap, mind you, and he comes over in fifth place. Mike LaRue in the Aston Martin, not that far back. He's coming over the line for sixth. Jan van der Merwe, the McLaren, this is seventh. And here comes Lee Bouillon with Dave literally next to him. This for position. So Lee hanging on to that 8th place. Dave Young gets a great 9th place. And Niall Bouillon through the bus stop, and he's going to take 10th. Andre Dupre in his Aston Martin coming through for 11th place. And Jude Neville right down at the bottom of the track still, and he's got to come up and finish his race. That'll be for 12th place. Wilfred Robson also. Where is Wilfred Robson? Oh, here he is. 13th. Oh dear, and Wilfred Robson has just hammered that Ferrari into the wall. But there we go. That is your... that was the your top 10. Musa, Mayer, Esterhazy, Barrington-Smith and Fleming Bauer, your top 5. So, great racing by everyone involved. Well done, ladies and gents. And to everybody on the YouTube, thanks for joining us. Jacques, you there? How's it, Shadow? Oh, thanks, guys. Hope you enjoyed the coverage. That's it from me for Tuesday night. And I will catch up with all of you next week, Tuesday, when we bring you coverage from round number 4. But that's it for tonight. Thanks, everyone. Have a good evening. And that's me out.